Welcome back to the Eastern Front, my friends, trying to break through here and claim ultimate victory, and I think we are very, very close. At this point, we can pretty much surround the cities here one by one and just wipe them off the map. The most important units to breaking through are going to be those pioneer units in terms of actually getting into the city tiles. But for now, what we want to do is encircle the remainder of the Soviet tank divisions, including that T-34, and completely get rid of them. I actually think we can probably speed through, not with no difficulty at all, but significantly lower the amount of time we're out here facing good old Ivan. First things first, let's replace the damaged units. Let's try to get some additional tanks up here to deal with the T-34s. Not sure I want to put my pioneers on the line there dealing with this monster. And of course, we're going to start bringing our infantry as well, but some of our infantry I'm going to be sending southeast. To, of course, head towards Vinica and completely cut that city off from any sort of support, surround them on all sides, etc., etc. Now, first, let's just make sure we've got enough units to break through here, specifically infantry. We're going to have to really use everything we can get, including some artillery support here and some anti-air support, just in case. Let's actually try and rebase these units. Even though we're not particularly far from Vinica, we should get right up close and personal. And as for the city here, Tihinha, it would be amazing if we could actually take this city right now just with consistent attacks. But we're going to have to get across that river and start damaging that artillery. Right now, I'm actually going to try and do some damage to that arty from a distance. And I'm going to move this cavalry across the river. This is risky, but I think it could work. We can do the same with the tank, and actually already start attacking their anti-tank at a loss, though. I think we should wait just a little bit. Alright, folks, let's end the turn. See if we can get an early victory here in this campaign. Still got some armor up their sleeve. It just seems like the Soviet armor never runs out. They really just have a ton of tanks at their disposal. Although right here, the AI's actually encircled itself, which makes our job just a lot easier. Although instead of doing the obvious, what I might do is go over here, trap the enemy essentially, and start lobbing rounds over to the city of Zhytomyr. Let's go straight for the attack. That T-34 could get very dangerous, so I'm going to try to break him down right now. In fact, I'll move this pioneer unit back, move that guy forward. Thought we'd be able to get some additional damage there, but that's not looking like the case. Although, we did just cause the T-34s to surrender, which is good any way you look at it. Here we go. Attack with the Panzer 3s, and of course we're getting that mass attack bonus. Guys, I think we could break through these cities in maybe 2 turns. Maybe I'm being a little overconfident, but I get the feeling we could break through here pretty quickly. Now I'm going to go straight for the artillery behind the city, try and liberate that area with our infantry, and make sure we're not getting any of that secondary defensive fire. That's not going to do us any favors whatsoever. And yes, even at a loss, I'm pushing through. As for this tank, I'll get some replacements. I was almost tempted just to go ahead and attack. What I will do, though, is move through here and encircle the enemy. Unfortunately, by not stopping on that tile, we can't take that airfield until next turn. And I was kind of trying to go ahead and just grab it. That's alright, though. It's not the end of the world. Now, let's see. As for embarking, I can actually get on a train and move just a little bit farther, which is a really nice ability in this game. Some additional Messerschmitts. The Luftwaffe in this campaign has done extremely well, and the Messerschmitt damage might be the only damage we take into our own planes right there. Let's go ahead and target that arty once again. Nearly destroyed that unit. It's going to take just a few more attacks, though. And of course, we're nearly through to Vinica. Let's see if we can't win the city over today. First, we'll push the bomber forward. And again, all we need to do is get these guys to retreat from this city. We don't necessarily need to destroy the entire unit. We just want them to retreat. That's simple. Gotta keep in mind, though, the reason you might not want to damage all your units before the end of a particular campaign here is these units, not all of them, but some of these units will be following you into the next part of the campaign. That being said, the more kills these units get, the better off they're going to be at the end of the mission. They could, of course, gain some attributes, etc. Their commanders could gain medals. You want to keep that in mind, but you don't want to get too crazy. Now, look at that. Looks like we're going to be taking the city with our scout car. We don't have any additional unit slots. That's pretty good for our actual prestige level. And let's give the Luftwaffe the glory of the kill here. Let the Stuka destroy that unit. Sorry, the Messerschmitt. It's a BF-109. And we're going to start heading down to Balta, guys, with the rest of the artillery, the rest of the tanks as well. Look at that. A little ambush here. The cavalry could easily attack our artillery here and do quite a lot of damage. We'll do what we can, but we might be losing a few of those trucks there. Did not mean to do that. That's okay, though. We don't need that unit to break through. Victory is near, friends. We're leaving it up to the Wehr infantry over here, the 7th and 8th Wehr, to take the city of Zhytomyr, while we move the rest of our forces southeast. Can't stick around here forever. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's see what we can do to further humiliate the enemy, but also make it easier for our boys to break through here. So again, I'm really trying to go for that anti-tank, but currently we're going to need some reinforcements, or else I don't think that anti-tank's going to do much damage. What we can do, though, is potentially scare the enemy out of this city. Romanian allies attack! Not bad. It's an equal loss on both sides, but they have much more to lose than we do. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Even at a potential loss of the cavalry, I doubt we're going to be moving into the next mission with Romanians anyway, so we might as well use them as the cannon fodder they are right now. No offense to my Romanian subscribers. Okay, let's end that turn. Oh, wait a minute. Make absolutely sure that we can't break through the north. Yeah, no way. So maybe by turn 12, we can have a victory here. There's a few things we can do here to just improve our chances. And number one, get rid of the artillery completely. Surround the city of Zhytomyr and, of course, bombard it into oblivion. Of course, we want to be careful. We still have this T-38 behind us. He's not going to do any damage, but he could be a problem. Breaking into the city. He could take the city tile before we get there, etc. Here we go. First, let's go in with the Pioneers. And look at that. They can do everything on their own. Go ahead and finish them off with the Wehr infantry. These guys did not surrender, unlike a lot of the other enemy units. Brave, but not necessarily alive. I don't know which is better. Alright, let's proceed southeast. Getting, of course, to Balta and finally to Tikhina. And, of course, they did attack our artillery. Well done. I'm going to focus all my fire on that cavalry unit. They did not retreat. Wow. These guys are brave. Actually bring in the Romanian tank on this side to make sure they can't escape. Also, I'd rather our Romanian tank take damage. Look at this thing. Quite interesting. As opposed to our other unit. I'm actually going to follow up with the Panzer 38T and see if we can't just wipe that unit out right now. Absolutely beautiful. Well, guys, we are getting closer to the second city. Of course, we want to bring all of the support we can get. Looks like we just have armored support for this city. I want to get those infantry up. Come on, guys. What are you waiting for? The party is started. Do the same here with the 3H, but first let me just go ahead and get some replacements for them. Same for a lot of these units, including our artillery, although we can't do everything at once. There we go. Welcome, boys. Looks like our Pioneer have the SDA KFC, and that's going to be very useful Not just in getting to a location quicker, but just in case they do ambush us or try to attack us, we do have some defenses here. Just want to see what's going on. It's like just an infantry unit, but they'll almost certainly have an artillery and an AA unit here, or an anti-tank, something like that. Look at this, guys. We might be able to get through Tikhina. First, I want to try to weaken their artillery. Get some reinforcements here. Some Romanian reinforcements. It is expensive, but it is certainly worth it. And I'm going to keep pushing this city, trying to push the enemy out. I think it's only fair that our Romanians get to take this city. They've done a lot of fighting up until this point. Alright, here we go. We're going to have to move down here with the Panzer 38T, just provide a little German support to this area. And hopefully without that artillery, they're going to be close to useless. In fact, we'll let our infantry destroy that arty, and we'll continue attacking here with our own cavalry, completely surround the unit, and shut them down. Let's get over here to Balta as well. It's not going to look pretty at first, but we are going to start surrounding it with artillery, surrounding it with infantry, and just breaking in. In fact, I want to deny the enemy the ability to use any air units. Come on, what are you waiting for, boys? What I really need are these pioneer units, so we're going to get them right there, right to the north of Balta. And of course, we will bring the armor in as well. But as you can see, the city will be completely cut off. Just to make sure, send some bombers in to soften her up. Some heavy fighters, anyway. And look at this train. One thing I love, so we can absolutely move our units very close to the front lines with the help of the train here. Just beautiful. Alright, folks, here we go. Is next turn going to be victory? I don't know. I think so, though. I really do. I think we've got this one in the bag. Give the glory to our Romanians for taking Tikhina there. And let's make sure this Romanian... Actually, you know what? We're not going to be continuing this campaign, as obviously this is a beta version. So after we finish this mission, we probably won't be able to go to part 2 of the campaign when the real version comes out. But if I were playing this in a campaign, I would want our German unit to get the kill. And the reason being, these are the units that are going to pass over to the next fight. So let's let that actual Panzer 38T, which we can eventually upgrade as well, go ahead and get the kill. It's just going to be another... essentially another stripe on our shirt, which we absolutely need. And now we are just busting through Balta with all of the artillery support possible. But first, let's completely encircle them. And again, yes, even at a loss, I will attack first with the tanks, just to weaken them. Move in our Romanian cannon fodder. I mean our Romanian allies. Sorry, Romanian subscribers. See, I think here we might just be able to scare the unit out. In fact, let's see if we can't get that air support. Try and bring in the Stuka. Looks like we'll get one suppressive fire. Oh, that was a Messerschmitt. Alright, there we go, folks. Is this victory? I think it is. Just to make sure, let's follow up with the Panzer IV and take the victory. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this mission in Panzer Corps 2. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Please join our Discord server and join my Twitter feed for more news in the future. I hope to catch you guys when the game actually comes out. I would love to continue this campaign, or maybe even start one of the many other campaigns available. Catch you then, folks.